and give you some tips on building core strength. So core is one of the areas that gets really neglected, and it tends to be an area that when we do our workouts that we don't focus on. One, it doesn't really feel very good, it kind of burns, and it's one of those exercises that's just not one of our favorites. At least it's not my favorite. But it's an area that is really important. So when we think of core, we think of a flat belly, we think of actually having, what do they call it, a 6-pack, a 12-pack, but really your core is really important for strength, it's important for flexibility, it's important for back support, and as well as having strength in your back. So it's really one of those areas of our body that's really important that we want to build up and strengthen as much as possible. So I wanted to give you a few poses that you can do very easily at home, and that if you do them regularly on a daily basis, that would help you build really great core strength and work on eliminating maybe some of that extra weight that you have in your belly, and maybe work on the 6-pack that maybe that you are wanting to work on. For me, I just want to be able to have that good strength, that good flexibility, and good core building. So the first one is going to be plank, and what you'll do is you'll come down onto your hands and knees. You'll have your hands facing forward with your middle finger, your hands spread out, and your middle finger pointing directly in front of you. And one of the things about plank is it's easy to pull, kind of just collapse down into it. You want to make sure that you are actually pushing your heels down to the ground, and that you are pushing your hands and making them strong. So strong, don't collapse down, keep them nice and strong. Relax your shoulders, try to not push them into your head, your neck, just relax them, and place them on the back of your, and your upper back on your shoulder blades. Make sure that your back isn't swaying, you're not too far back, and then just relax into this. This is plank pose. And this pose, just over time, will start to build up great upper body strength as well, but it really works your core, and it's really a tough pose. So one thing you can do to build up is you can actually do it on your knees. You can come down onto your knees, keep your feet flat, and you can do the same thing. You're still working the same muscles in this as you are if you are up on your toes in what we call plank. Okay. The next pose is plank when we are alternating our knee into our elbow. So you'll get back into plank, and then you bring your right leg and you'll meet it up to your elbow. Do the same on the other side. So you're not only building up really great upper body strength, because it takes a lot to keep it nice and active and not collapsing, but you're also building up, isolating your core at the same time. Another pose is what we call side plank. So first you might want to start out with your knee on the ground, like into a kickstand, to give you a little added support. And then you'll bring your leg that's on top into a straight position, and you can balance your leg here like this. If you want to go into the full pose, you'll actually extend both legs out and come into side plank, and you will start to feel your outer as well as your inner core activated. And then you'll just do the same exact thing on the other side. Another pose is called dolphin, which is in the plank pose, but instead of making your arms active while they're straight, you're going to actually place the weight on your forearms. So come back down to your hands and knees. Extend your arms out so that they are flat. Your fingers, again, are going to be nice and spread. And then you'll extend your legs back. You want to make sure you're not collapsing and you're not coming up too high. And so this nice plank, or excuse me, dolphin pose will give you the same benefit as working in your core. So those are just a few. There is a lot more, but that's just a few little exercises that you can do that will help build up good core strength and get you on the road to good stability, good balance, good back support, as well as getting a nice, what they call core solar plexus, your six-pack. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like more tips, you can join me at www.abundantlivingmommy.com, where I have lots of recipes and tips, lifestyle tips on how to make life easy, healthy, and simple. So thanks again for joining me.